Today's video, I'm going to promote a product that I swear by religiously, because stuff like this goes on in your truck. I've got some kind of leak. I don't know if it's the door seals. I sealed these up. These were kind of just hanging there. They get worn out. I had the doors off this truck more than once. So those are the things that happen. But here's the product. And hopefully it'll stay in the view because YouTube is screwing me. You know, when I look for the King Silverado, I sent somebody just recently in politics. I told him, I says, I do YouTube. He wanted to see what the actual problem was here. And on the video, it's not that evident what I illustrated. It's more in person, if you step in one of them holes over there, because the grass kind of fools you. But the depth of those holes, as I said, the yard over there, it sank quite a bit. But let's get back to automotive, okay? Right there, I just showed you that patch. That's kind of the old-timers version of screwing the license plate over the hole in the floorboard. It's not that bad yet. These trucks have idyllic rust areas. They really do. And they really only rot there. I mean, if you keep care of them. Like, it's time that this girl gets the full bath of the wool wax and the fluid film, the whole 9 yards. But another product that I hold dear to my heart is this stuff. Now, this is more of a goldish color. Maybe you can see it there in the door latch, maybe not. I wish this thing had a flip viewfinder, but in the door latch there, see that? Okay. Because you're going to go to AutoBone, Rock Auto, Parts Geek, I don't care where you get it from, Amazon, Fleabay, or Scamazon, I should say. This is a product that you want to use, you see. And that's the problem I'm having with YouTube. You see, I have an SD card. I'll take a picture of this, try to upload it as a thumbnail, and it tells me my image size is too large. Great. Well, how about if you reduce my image size so I can use thumbnails properly like everybody else? You see, at my age, when you're over 60, and I didn't start, I was in my 50s, but there's nobody here to teach me how to do this stuff. And my kids are too busy. They all live elsewhere. And I really would, like I said, this is a product. I'm a mariner. I'm a sailor. There's a few other derogatory. But anyway, in the United States Navy, this held up, and it works real good on aluminum. Okay, because believe it or not, salt water does corrode aluminum pretty good. That's why when they take those old aircraft out of the ocean, they're making all new spars and everything. They don't show you all that, or the rivets rot through when they use steel rivets. And they kind of learned over the years not to use steel rivets and aluminum and aluminum rivets. I mean, that's fine on land where you're not going to get a whole lot of exposure, but it's a no-no. But this was one of the secrets they started developing all the way back as far as World War II. This product was probably out under half a different names, and that is actually its technical name. It's a rust preventative, Formula 342. It's not an oil. It's not even totally lanolin. It's not like fluid film and wool wax. This is more like a rugicide type of. You can use this to protect rubber. Okay. I don't know all of its chemical properties, and probably that's why it's a trademarked product. Okay. And there's a company called Cosmoline Direct. I do recommend them at times. When you get those women that work for them on the phone, you got to tell them you want black, because they make this in black. I think they make it in a red, like a military red, and then they make this stuff, and they make a lighter formula. If say you're gonna store some sheet steel or maybe some sheet aluminum for an aircraft, and that's the lighter formula, it'll come off with like a pre-wash product, like a thinner based or lacquer thinner based product. It'll come off. This stuff really isn't made to come off. It kind of dries. But when you buy that garbage hardware, say like a tailgate latch, or just the handle itself, and you see all that cheap steel that they use and white metal and crap, it's bad enough. It's cheap garbage. You're going to have it a little bit longer with this product. That's why I like to use pullet yards, because sometimes stuff was replaced with It was replaced some time ago with better, when they made better products other than its cheap Chinese garbage. So right now I've got a beef with YouTube, and right now I've got a beef with my state. Right now I've got problems with everybody. You've listened to my videos, some of you guys. But YouTube's got to stop their nonsense. They did talk to me, well, about promotionals. I don't really even understand what a promotional is. And if you're going to contact with somebody about something, explain what your oh, well, it could help your videos. Well, how about if when people Google search the King Silverado, they can find me and the information that I'm presenting, okay? That's what I told you about living in a world of truth and lies, and especially, like I said, a president that's really screwed the seniors like he's done us. Oh, he wants a pat on the back. He's doing a good job. He's no better than the garbage patch. He should just invite the garbage patch troll back. He's patting himself on the back. Everything's better. Can't even afford a piece of freaking steak. Should have seen a lousy steak I got at Walmart. All fat, all garbage. Keep this product in the back of your head. It's not cheap. It's about 60 bucks, and they only sell it, as far as I know, you can't buy this by an individual can, and you really can't buy it in any retail stores. You have to go really to this Cosmoline Direct and order it. It's about $50, $60, okay? But when you have latches, you have hinges, you have door hinges, and especially those door hinges with the pins, like the older Silverados in the 90s and the 80s, when you have that type of stuff, that really helps keep that corrosion out of the bushings and off the hinges. Yes, sir. I know. He's telling me it's getting to be beer 30, and I'm still working. I worked till almost 10 o'clock last night on this thing, but I am sleeping a little later. And I wanted to just explain to people how YouTube can really prevent you from getting information. I mean, I think YouTube's a fantastic information platform when you want to see truth, or you want to see a product that works, or somebody suggests a product. I think that's all great, but I think YouTube's got to straighten it out, that people, they got to be able to find me. And my bunny's over here. He was laying right here with me. I actually have wild rabbits. They lay right here with me. Orange Cat he's gotten a few spankings for bothering my wild friends. I don't want to see any more blood after I've seen Iraq. As I said, I've seen enough. I'd just rather see the wildlife. I'd rather feed them. Believe it or not, we have tasty cakes. They're called in the Northeast. They're packs of cupcakes. Bunny rabbits love cupcakes, and they love the cinnamon rolls too. I actually seen the bear and the rabbit get in a rumble. The rabbit ran up the bear's back. He was angry because the rabbit was eating a cinnamon roll when the bear came along and grabbed it. We do have some drama here. It's just wildlife. It is the way life is. There he goes. He's eyeballing because Orange Cat's sitting here. Orange Cat was up in the back up there. All right, get it through your heads. There's better products to use, but if you don't know what something is and you don't have a recommendation on the product, you're really probably not going to buy that product. And I don't know why the company doesn't do a little more promotion. I don't even see it. I don't even see them. I know advertising costs money. That could be one of the avenues, one of the venues why they don't really advertise. But I'm going to promote this at the car show this weekend. I'm going to have it there, and I'm going to tell people what it can and can't do, because I don't care if it's your lawn tractor, your lawn mower. There's different stuff that has corrosion, that gets corroded on almost every machine, and it's nice to be able to keep it, that it's no longer deteriorating. You can, my best thing is to use that MRO, the high solids primers. Just put that on the piece of metal after you clean it off, and then shoot that stuff on there. I've had stuff now with 5, 6, 7 years. It's just getting that I'm starting to see a little surface rust coming through the primer. So I use it on my trucks. Like I said, I've learned to use it on door hinges, latches, anything mechanical, even inside the doors. The mechanicals, your roller, they call them your operator inside the door. Don't squirt it in the freaking motor. Okay, the motor, you just let the motor go. But the tracks and stuff, the operators, the rollers, those areas, that's why, like I said, people were like, how old my trucks are, and the windows go up and down real nice and real easy. And yeah, there's a secret to some of that stuff. But if you don't know what something can and can't do for you, this is your product. And YouTube, use this as a thumbnail, you dumb Okay. I've had, like I said, I'm in a really foul mood, especially like I said when people lie. You know, like I said, I Washington D.C. too. Like the best of bartenders and ex-wives, there ain't no better liars. All I can tell you. So y'all have a fine weekend. This is the start of my weekend, and next weekend's the car show, and I'm probably going to do some YouTube there. Thanks, guys.